everybody. I made it. Whew. Almost at noon, just a little bit late. And I remembered my music today, so it's not much music, but it's just an atmosphere. So first things first, if you've been in a mask all day, or wherever you've been all day, start with a nice little face massage. Bring it down under the eyes, up around the temples, into the jaw that you've been clenching. Make really sexy faces. But do all those things that you can't do in a mask, if you've been in one. Good. Excellent. It's Thursday. We made it to Thursday. We're on the downhill slide of the week. So, first things first, we'll do a little warm up. Do a little cool down, do a little flow in the middle. Big announcements. Heels this week. Liquid Motion Heels on Saturday. New conditioning class on Monday. So don't miss that, because that's kind of fun. I'm super happy about that one. And then intro every Wednesday, liquid motion every Wednesday. Privates are available on Thursdays and Fridays. Okay, that's the admin stuff. Let's move. That's what I promised you. So, nice deep breath in. Full exhale. And start with the shoulders, taking them up, back, down, and forward. Good. All the way into your shoulder blades. Good. Take it the other way. Excellent. Good. Take it down to the chest, taking the chest out to the side, back to the other side. And smooth it out. Keep your breath going through all this. And take it the other way. Good. Taking it down to the hips, either with a tilt and a tuck, that's an arch of the back, and a squeeze of the glutes, back and forth. And if that's just not doing anything for you, take it in little circles. Get those hips loosened up. And then go the other way. Once I have a little more live participation in this, I will start mixing it up a little bit. Bring in some different aspects of what I do to my lunchtime lives as possible. Good. Stopping with the hips, taking the feet nice and wide. And we're just going to bend at the knees to warm the legs. Back and forth, up and down. I will be back in the office tomorrow, so if it doesn't rain, it's supposed to rain at some point. If it doesn't rain at lunch, I'll be broadcasting from outside tomorrow. Good. Next time your legs are straight, leave them there and reach for the floor. Keep that back nice and flat so the stretch stays where it needs to be. Excellent. Walk the hands over to one side. And then on over to the other side. Good. Come back through center. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, sink into the stretch a little more. Good. Bring it back to standing. Again, with your feet wider than your hips, take one toe and point it away. Turn toward that toe and come down to a flat back. We're stretching along this front hamstring now. Good. Release that stretch. Come through center. Turn the other way. And come down for a stretch on that side. Whoa! Don't fall over. If you need to, you can always have a block handy. Hold on. Resetting. Some days are more block-centric than others. Good. While you're on this side, turn the back foot the same direction as the front foot and come down to a nice strong lunge on this side, squaring the hips towards the front leg. If you need a little more, you can always reach up and back to give yourself a little deeper stretch. If you need a little less, you can come down to the floor or a block, or even drop the back knee if you need to. Okay? For now, go ahead and drop the back knee. Let's press forward into that front knee for a hip flexor stretch on this side. Again, if you need a little more, you can reach up and back. Good. Release the stretch. Tuck the toe, lift the knee, turn to the front, and pull yourself over to the other side. Good. Turn to the front on this side. Check in with your hips. Make sure they're square. Reach up and back if you'd like. Release that stretch. Drop the back knee, point the toe, and press forward into a hip flexor stretch on this side. Good. Release the hands to the floor, sweep the front leg around to the back, and then warm up your spine with a few cat-cows. You may notice I do these a little different. I start with my hips, let it roll all the way through the top of my head. I do this because in liquid motion, we really focus on initiation. So I really want to pay attention to starting movements from the base of my body, such as the hips. Good. As you're ready, tuck the toes and lift the knees to press back for a brief downward dog. And that's pulling the chest towards the thighs, not necessarily driving the heels to the floor, but just focusing on getting that triangle shape. And then maybe pedal your knees, or pedal your feet, bending your knees to work the calves a little bit. Good. Gently release to the floor, one knee then the other. Turn one knee in, have a seat back, and come to a straddle. I know you can't see my feet, but that's okay. Quads are engaged, knees are pointed up. Walk the hands forward, putting a tilt in those hips. Good. And then as you're ready, take it over to one side. And then on over to the other side. Really engage those quads to get those knees down. Kind of helps to have a video in front of me because I can see my knee like this and say, whoops, I'm not doing it right. Hey, it happens, right? All right, close your feet down and reach for the toesies. Excellent. Releasing that. Butterfly the feet. Me, I like to open my hips a little bit during this time because I've been sitting for a long time today already. And if I get my way after work, I'm going to sit down again and I'm not going to get back up for about 4 hours. Some days you earn that. Some days you need that. Take those days. Listen to your body. Good. Release that stretch. What else do we want to do? All right. Let's do our flow today. Let's do a hip flexor flow. I don't think we've done that. So I'm actually going to push this back a little bit. So perhaps I can get most of my body on the screen at once. Okay, so with the hip flexor flow, we're actually going to start in a box lunge. So we'll start from the floor, knee down. So with the hip flexor flow, you want, and if your knee's down for a long time and you're on a hard floor, you may want to double your mat up a little bit just to help protect your knee. Because even when it's quick, it can still take its toll. All right. So once again, starting in a box lunge, you want your toe a little ahead of your knee. That way when you go forward, you've got somewhere to go with it, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do from our box lunge is we're just gonna sit our booty back. My hips are nice and square. I'm gonna tuck my pelvis and scooch my booty back towards my back heel, which is gonna make the front leg straighten, all right? So I'm gonna do it. I'm actually doing a nice hamstring stretch on the front here. From here, I'm gonna point the toe and flex the toe. And point the toe and flex the toe. Ooh, hold that. One more point. And a flex. Good. Release that. And I want you to, as you release your knee, bring it all the way forward and press into that front knee. Stretching through your back hip flexor. I'm gonna have a block handy because I feel very unstable today for some reason. Good. Now turn into that front knee. So I'm gonna put my back to you. All right, and turn towards that front knee just to deepen the stretch a little bit on that back side. Good. Release that to front. Sweep the front leg around to the back and the back leg around to the front. Again, check in with the hips, make sure they're square. Squeeze the glutes, tucking the hips in. Toe a little ahead of the knee. And rock the booty back. Rock the booty back. So you want to keep a straight spine. So that's why I switched to having a block here. And you can put it wherever's comfortable. But I want to have a straight spine so I don't, because I don't want to put stress unduly anywhere. So I want to keep my spine nice and flat, thinking nose to toes, right? And I find it's just a little bit easier to stay upright when I got a block here. Good. Now from here, point and flex and point and flex and point. Good. Flex it one more time. And then rock all the way forward into the knee. If this isn't doing it for you, you can always reach up and back to deepen your stretches. And you can always stay nice and forward if it's too much. Okay, now twist towards that front leg. To deepen the stretch a little more. Good, release that stretch. And we're just gonna sweep the front leg around behind. And the back leg up front, resetting. Toe ahead of knee, hips nice and square. Glutes tucked under. And rocking back to hamstrings. Good, back nice and flat. Excellent, and point the foot. And flex. And point. And flex. One more point and press forward into your hip flexor stretch. And turn into the front knee. Good, release that. One more time, we'll switch feet, sweeping the front leg around and bringing the back leg front. My mat likes to steal my socks. All right, squaring the hips, toe in front of the knee, tucking the hips, and rocking back into a hamstring stretch, nose to toes. Nice flat spine. Good, and we're gonna point the toe. And flex, nice strong flex. And a point. And a flex. One more point. Last flex. And as you rock forward all the way up into your knee. Again, reaching up and back if you need a little more. Or releasing down to the floor if you need a little less. Wherever you're at. All right, turning towards the front knee to put a twist in that stretch. Good. Woo. Turn back to front. Release the stretch. Sweep that around. And work your way to seated. Excuse me. All right. So, if you'd like to come to seated on your mat, we're just going to do a little cool down / remobilizing everything before we have to go back to our days. So, deep breath in, full exhale. One more deep breath in, it feels good. And all the way out. Excellent. Take your head, look left. And over to the right. And all the way back over to the left. And to the right. Good. Come through center, shoulders nice and low. Take your chin to your chest. Elongating along the back of the neck. And eyes to the ceiling. And chin to chest. And eyes to ceiling. Good. Relax, come to center. Shoulders down. Take the ear to the shoulder. Not the shoulder to the ear to the shoulder. Breathe in these stretches. Every exhale is an opportunity to relax and let the muscles release into the stretch. Good, gently switch sides. You won't catch me doing a lot of head rolls in this. None of my classes really, actually, at all. Just because I have neck issues, and I know a lot of my clients do too, so I'm not a big fan of the crunchy sound my neck makes. And then switch sides. And then gently switch sides one more time. I love the stretching of the neck, just not the rolling around. Good. Release that back through center. Using your shoulder blades, pick your elbows up and just draw little circles backwards. And switch directions. Really rounding through the shoulders as you come forward. Get it all moving. Excellent. Good. Switching positions. We're just going to take a nice big deep breath in as we open our heart to the sky. And then a full exhale as you wrap your arms around yourself and give yourself a hug. Really rounding along the shoulders. I think this is a move I don't do anywhere near enough. Good. Inhale to open. And exhale to close. And inhale to open. And exhale to close. Okay, I could do that all day, but I better stop. Between the music and the stretch, it kind of makes me want to take a nap. Okay, so with this one, we're going to stretch our upper and lower back. So I'm going to walk my hands forward from my seated position, just pulling with my fingertips until my tailbone just lifts up off the mat. And I feel this stretching along my upper back. And then pressing into the mat, driving the tailbone backwards for a lower back stretch. And pulling forward one more time. And pressing back. Good. This time when you pull forward, pull yourself all the way up onto your knees. I'll come back into frame. And just enjoy a few cat-cow circles. A few in one direction. And a few in the other. Good. And finally, tucking the toes, lifting the knees, pressing briefly through downward dog, and then bending one knee and the other, back and forth to stretch the calves out a little bit more. Good. Walk the feet on towards the hands to put yourself in a forward fold. Grasp your elbows, and then just let gravity do the work, swaying back and forth. Good. As you're ready, release the elbows and gently roll up one vertebrae at a time. Outstanding. All right. So, got our short meditation ready. So, have a seat or lay down, whatever makes you happy. Take a drink first. Deep breath in and a full exhale. And another one. Deep breath in. Full exhale out. Good. On your next inhale, as you exhale, gently close your eyes. Welcome to this focused body scan meditation. Doing a body scan is a great way to put yourself in touch with your body and bring you into the present moment. Let's begin. Draw your attention to the very top of your head. You may notice your hair or scalp. You could be wearing a hat. Whatever you notice, just become aware of it and place all of your attention on the very top of your head. Now draw your focus to the very tip of your nose. You may notice air coming in and out gently. All of your awareness on the tip of the nose. Now draw your focus to your fingertips, noticing how they feel right now. No need to do anything. Just place all your awareness here on the fingertips. Now bring your attention to your toes. Are they warm or are they cool? Are you wearing socks or are you barefoot? Place all of your awareness here on the toes. Wonderful. Now drawing your attention to your belly, the abdomen. Notice how it feels as it rises and falls along with the breath. Now let's bring your attention to the neck. If you have any tension here, just simply let it melt away. You don't need it right now. And now the shoulders. All of your focus here on the shoulders. Allow them to drop just a little bit more, relaxing. Good. Now focus on your legs, both of your legs at the same time. Nice. Now both of your arms. All of your attention here on the arms. Good. And now your entire back. All of your attention on the spine and the muscles of the back. If you have any tension in your back, breathe into it. Let it relax. Now begin to hear the sounds around you. Shift on your mat. Maybe move your wrists or ankles. Awaken yourself with gentle and easy movement. And as you're ready, softly open your eyes. Thank you for playing along today. I look forward to seeing you in